here on the insidersroom.com. I've got sometimes I get tired of seeing the guy. I think he's on everything I do, even if it's not
Yeah, I know
insidersroom.com.
that.
If it's not insidersroom.com, if it's another show, Rye's always there. It's always good to see him though. And AM Plus Money's finally back. Finally got away some free time here. I know you went away to Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, you had to go see a Pat Narduzzi coach team, but hey, it is what it is. So
Yeah,
good.
definitely a disappointing game.
Yeah, but you got to see Florida State, I guess.
Yeah, the silver lining.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into here. Some these guys are gonna have 4 plays for you for this weekend for the NFL. I know Wright Cape's been doing really well on his plays. I'm sorry I haven't looked closely at yours, but
He
I'm
was
sure.
number one yesterday.
Well, there you go. I bow down to you, AM. Not that. All right, let's get into this. Wright Cape, fire up your first player.
Yeah, all right. I guess we'll start with the Baltimore Ravens. So last time we saw these teams face off, Baltimore won 28-3. This time, Watson will be QB. Last time they had Dorian Thompson Robinson. Obviously, this is an upgrade, but I don't think by much. We saw Baltimore was supposed to have trouble with Seattle last week. That didn't happen. They won 37-3 against them. Baltimore looks like the best team in the league. They're strong on both sides of the ball. You have to give credit to the Browns' defense. They have looked good, but not the last time they saw Baltimore. Cleveland's defense is number one against the pass, but Baltimore doesn't need to pass the ball. Baltimore likes to run the ball. They're number two in rush attempts at 33 per game. They also run it well. They're number one in rush yards at 160 per game and number three in yards per rush at 4.8. Cleveland does rely on the run game as well, but they haven't been doing so well since Chubb went down. They're only averaging 3.9 yards per rush. Ravens have allowed only 9 points or fewer in 3 of 4 home games. Browns on the road have only 7 offensive touchdowns. Browns are bad in the red zone. On the other hand, Ravens are number one in the red zone. Ravens already beat this team by 25 on the road. This Ravens team is healthier. They're looking good. And another little stat I found was that teams coming off a home shutout win had been pretty bad in the following week. So they went 13-17 straight up, 10-19, and 1 against the spread, which is 34.5%. And that's in their last 30 games following a great defensive performance. So I like the Baltimore Ravens -6.5.
All right. Well, you did bring up one thing. You said you got Watson's was better than Robinson, but I guess is he a step up over PJ Walker?
Probably.
See, I don't see. That's the thing. I'm not. I don't know if he is. So I like your Baltimore play. No, I do like the Baltimore play. Actually, I gave that out earlier today on another show, but as a free play. But yeah, I don't think. I'm not sure if Watson is a step up over PJ Walker this year. So yeah, I don't think. I don't think it really.
Yeah,
matters.
this isn't the Houston Texans Deshaun Watson that we saw earlier in
Right.
his career.
Right. Yeah, this is it's not the pre-massage gate, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
So all right, AM, you got a total here that you like, and it just happens to be on the same game. So why don't you throw that one out here?
Yeah, so sticking on the same game, the Browns and the Ravens, I'm going with the under in this one. So as Rye mentioned before, 28-3 was the final score when the game was in Cleveland, 31 total points. And this Ravens team, they've looked very good, specifically on the defensive side of the ball, and especially at home. They haven't been giving up many points at all in their games. I think this is going to be another game where, this Cleveland offense, whether it's Deshaun Watson or PJ Walker, I think that they haven't been great, and they're definitely going to struggle against this Ravens defense. But at the same time, The Browns have a very good defense, definitely a top 5 defense in the NFL right now. And I think that the Ravens aren't just going to score at will on them. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. And as Rye touched on, both teams love to run the ball. So that's going to eat up a lot of clock for sure.
All right.
24-10. I like it.
Yeah. I don't have any arguments about that. I can't see. I can't see. That's the thing. Both teams have really good defenses, so I can't, and because of that, I can't see Cleveland putting up a ton of points. So yeah, got to go with
maybe Cleveland defensive special teams anytime touchdown might be a good look.
It could be the
Lamar loves to fumble the ball, so
and it could be the only way they score. So yeah.
A little scoop and score.
Hey, I guess I'd probably take that over any other player on that team. All right, so we'll go back to you, AM. You got a big number here that you like. Listen, normally I stay away from big numbers, but to be honest, I can see where you're coming with this one. So go ahead. Why don't you tell them what you like with the big numbers?
I'm with you, Kaiser. Normally, I don't love to lay numbers this big, but I think you have to at this point. This Giants team has been awful on the defensive side of the ball all year. Not to mention their offense hasn't done anything with Daniel Jones running the show. Obviously, he's out now. Tyrod Taylor can't go for this game. And we find out from Brian Daboll that it's going to be Tommy DeVito getting his first start of the year or of his career, sorry. And this is a very tough spot for them to start. And not only are the Giants on a back-to-back road game here, but starting your first NFL start on the road, rookie year, and you have to go and play the Dallas Cowboys on the road. That is a tough game. Obviously, we already saw the Cowboys beat the Giants 40-0 at MetLife in the first game of the season. This Cowboys defense has been very impressive, specifically against bad teams in the league. They don't really give up many points, and I don't see how the Giants are really going to score anything in this game. I think this could be another shutout for the Cowboys, and I definitely think they're going to score at least 20 points in this game. So I say lay the 17 with them.
Yeah, I think the Giants might be better off with Danny DeVito as quarterback. At least Dallas won't be able to see him.
He had -9 passing yards last week? How do you do that as a quarterback?
I guess
it's impressive.
I guess the question is though, who's the backup to him, and who's the emergency quarterback? Because I think this Dallas defense and Micah Parsons is going to tee off on him, and so
are you going to suit up?
I think obviously the backup's going to be Saquon Barkley. He'll be out there slinging the ball for sure.
No, I think
everything else on the offense.
He might get crushed too.
I think Saquon.
They have no other offense except for him. They have to. I mean, that's all you have to do.
Yeah. Well, no.
Saquon gets the ball when he does tackle him.
If they tell Saquon, hey, you're the backup quarterback or emergency quarterback, I think he'll pull a Ray guy. I don't know if you know this. Ray, it was the Raiders against the '85 Bears. They lost the Raiders had lost their 2 quarterbacks, and Ray Guy was their emergency, or was going to be their 3rd string quarterback. And basically, when the second quarterback went out, he basically just hid. He hid under the bench.
Oh.
They couldn't find him. He said, "I'm not facing them." So
that's the way to do it.
Hey, back then, punters don't get paid a lot, so it was obviously self-preservation. All right, so this is kind of interesting because I know he doesn't admit it very much live, so he's going to get called out now. AM is a Cardinals fan.
I'll admit it. I'm not afraid to admit I'm a Cardinals fan. Just
He just doesn't like betting on them.
They suck. I hate the Bidwells. They need to sell the team. It's a circus organization. But other than that,
All right. Wait, we'll get back to you and the Cardinals at the end of before the show closes. But hey, Rye likes your Cardinals this week. So Rye, take it away.
Yeah. So Kyler Murray is set to return. That's some big news this week for the Cardinals. I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan, but it's a huge upgrade to what they had. I also think he's a better QB than whatever Atlanta throws out there, Heineke or Ritter. Uh, Atlanta is one-dimensional regardless of their QB. I don't know. They've been a weird team this year. Bad coaching has been a problem with Atlanta. Allgeier gets the ball more than Bijan Robinson. London and Pitts, their best catching threats, are rarely used. With Connor Hurt, Arizona has had problems running the ball, but I think Murray gives them another running threat with his legs. I think he will run this week. This will be the fifth time that the Cardinals have been home dogs this year. They've covered 3 of the previous 4 times. Falcons are 0-1 ATS as road favorites. They're 1-2 ATS on the road. Their last 5 games have seen them go 2-3, all one-score games. The Arizona defense has been decent. They're least resilient. Atlanta defense has struggled in its last 2 games against pretty bad offenses, Tennessee and Minnesota. Both teams are playing with the backup quarterbacks. I think Murray's going to give this team a jolt. Atlanta doesn't look like a team that should be laying points on the road. I think Murray will have some rust early, but he looks like he should be better than what Atlanta is throwing out there. Also, a little tidbit I found was teams that scored 7 points or fewer and had 10 or fewer first downs in a game have been pretty good as underdogs the next contest. They're only 17-30 straight up, but they are 32-15 against the spread, which is 68.1%, and that's over the last 10 years. So I think the Cardinals cover here at home.
All right. Here's my question, AM. As a Cardinals fan, are you happy to see Murray playing?
No.
He doesn't want him on the team.
I know he doesn't want him on the team, but he's still on the team for the rest of the year.
Look, it comes all down to work ethic. It's a work ethic thing for him. He's not a first in, last out kind of guy. And Rye, I'm sorry for your bet because they play on Sunday, November 12th, and what comes out on tomorrow, November 10th, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, they're a lost cause this season. They are a complete write-off, man. This guy's going to be binge playing Call of Duty up until that kickoff.
Well, there you go. So I guess, but isn't this the thing? As being a Cardinals fan, I guess this would annoy me is the fact that you're going to play him and it gives him a better chance of winning. And I would think that you would just want to tank everything.
I don't even know anymore. Like I've kind of just given up on the franchise until Bidwell sell it because it's a complete clown show that's going on down there, and I can't put up with it anymore. Can't watch this year after year.
Hey, listen, as a Lions fan, that's I've been that way for many years, so I feel your pain. All right. So here we go. We'll run down these real quick, and I'll let these guys tell you what they got going on, where you can find them. We got Ryan's got the Ravens minus 6.5, which is a play I like. He's got the Cardinals plus 1.5. I'm not sure about that one, but hey, I'm rooting for AM's misery and another loss. So Ryan, where can the people find you? What you got going on?
Yep, you can find me on all social media at Rycape. All of these plays up at pickadvisor.com. It's free plays, so check that out. You could also find my premium plays on the insidersroom.com. I went 3-0 yesterday. I'm getting hot, I guess. I'm doing really well in NBA, NHL. I had a good NFL week last week. College football has been all right. But yeah, I think all my plays went off for today already. So that's about all I got.
All right. Sounds good. AM, I know middle of soccer season for you, football. But so what do you got going on? Where can people find you if they're interested in America, not a major sport? But go ahead.
Actually, Kaiser, MLS has become the 4th biggest major sport in America
Yeah,
ahead of
no,
the
no, no.
NHL now. So that's all I want to
Wait,
say.
wait,
I say
wait. No,
hockey's a
no,
dying
stop.
sport. Hockey's
Stop.
the MLS is
Stop.
beating it now.
Stop. You cannot sit here and try to promote the MLS when behind off the screen you say how it's not a real league.
Yeah, but it's beating
nothing.
the NHL, which is also
So
not a
stop.
real league.
So
Two
don't come
fake
on here.
leagues.
So don't come on here and start posting that spell the MLS bullshit. But go ahead. I digress.
So make sure you check out my premium plays at theinsidersroom.com, pickadvisor.com, and bigal.com. I'm having a pretty good NFL season this year, 42 and 23 and 3. So can't complain there. Make sure you go check out my NFL plays. I will have them up by tomorrow.
And he won't have any MLS plays, so don't worry about that. All right.
You had an MLS play league yesterday that cashed. Go Union.
I got a ticket on Orlando City to win the MLS Cup. So.
Oh, so you do bet it.
I do bet it.
All right. Thanks a lot. Hey, and talking about AM plus money and his soccer plays. I've been trying to get this guy on to do a show for, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. It's always something, whether it's a movie premiere or going to Pittsburgh to watch a shitty football game. It's always something. He says he's going to come on tomorrow night. We're going to have a show tomorrow night for a weekend soccer or football. So, hey, check that out. To be honest, I'm going to give a plug to me and Ray have been on the show. Plug out to jesseshield.com. Just check out his YouTube, Instagram, whatever. You can see me and Ray on there. Lots of good information from him. So please check that out. Just you don't have to like the guy or listen to him, but just it'd be nice to click on and like and increase his followers. Good guy. I've known him for years, so he knows his stuff. So check that guy out when you get a chance. Check these guys out. Insider's Room, Discord, lots of good stuff out there. So again, thanks a lot, guys, for always coming on. Ryan, I'll see you tomorrow. Not Ryan, but AM, I'll see you tomorrow for sure. This week, or you're done. Cut you off. But Ryan, I'll let you close it out as you always do.
Yeah, Ryan's off for the week. Yeah. All right. No Sunday show. All right.
Right.
Yeah. So let's cash some tickets.
All right. See you guys next week.